We're about to dive into one of the oldest battles in all of history. And I'm not talking about armies with swords and shields. No, this is a fight between creation and decay. The battlefield? Beauty itself. The enemy? Time. And our guide through this whole epic struggle is none other than William Shakespeare.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. What do you think is stronger than steel, more permanent than solid stone, and more enduring than the boundless sea? Just keep that question in the back of your mind, because Shakespeare's answer is going to completely flip everything you think you know on its head.
All right, so before he can reveal his secret weapon, Shakespeare first has to show us just how powerful his enemy is. And that enemy, time, is presented as this unstoppable, all-conquering force.
He kicks things off by listing the most permanent things we can possibly imagine, right? Brass for giant statues, stone for impenetrable fortresses, the very earth we stand on, and the seemingly infinite sea. It's like he's building this massive, unbreakable wall, setting up what should be the strongest defense against decay.
And then, boom, he just knocks them all down. On one side, you've got these incredible symbols of permanence, but on the other side, the true winner, every single time, is sad mortality. That's his phrase for the universal kind of heartbreaking force of decay and death that just overpowers everything. Brass will tarnish, rocks will erode, steel gates will rust. In the physical world, nothing lasts. And this leads us to a really cool idea called the reversal of the code. What Shakespeare is doing here is showing us that everything we assume is powerful, like stone, is actually incredibly fragile. He's setting the stage for a massive plot twist where the weakest thing you can think of is about to become the unexpected hero of our story.
So, think about it. If stone and steel can't last, what chance does something as fragile as beauty have? This is where the fight gets personal. We're not talking about geology anymore. We're talking about the desperate struggle to preserve the things and people we love.
Oh man, this line is just jam-packed with imagery. First, he paints this picture of beauty as a helpless defendant in a courtroom trying to argue its case, hold a plea, against the rage of time. But then he makes it even more vulnerable. Its strength, its legal case, he says, is no stronger than a flower. It's delicate, it's easily crushed, and it's absolutely doomed to wilt.
And the imagery, believe it or not, gets even more violent. Shakespeare shifts us from a courtroom right onto a battlefield. Time doesn't just let things get old, it actively wages war against them. And just so we're all on the same page here, a siege is a brutal, relentless military attack. It's all about surrounding your enemy, cutting them off, starving them out, and just hammering away until they collapse. So when Shakespeare talks about the wrackful siege of battering days, this is exactly what he's describing. Step 1, time is the attacking army. Step 2, every single day that passes is like another blow from a battering ram against the walls. Which, of course, leads us to step 3, beauty is the fortress, with no reinforcements coming, just waiting for the inevitable moment of destruction.
At this point in the poem, everything pivots. It stops being this philosophical argument and turns into a full-blown personal crisis. The poet himself seems completely overwhelmed, and the tone shifts to one of genuine, raw despair.
You can almost hear him cry out, "Oh, fearful meditation!" This isn't just an exercise in writing anymore. It's a terrifying thought that has completely taken him over. He seems personally horrified by his own conclusion that everything beautiful is just doomed.
And this kicks off a series of these frantic, almost panicked questions. First, he imagines time as a sort of grim collector with a treasure chest. Beauty is time's best jewel, but the tragedy is that time will always claim its prize and lock it away in that chest forever. So where can it possibly hide? There's nowhere to go.
And the desperation just keeps building. Now time is an unstoppable runner with a swift foot. Is there any hand out there, any force in the universe strong enough to hold it back, even for a second? And the implied answer is a loud, resounding no.
And finally, he brings that war metaphor to its brutal conclusion. Time is a plundering conqueror, and beauty is the prize, the spoil of beauty, taken after a brutal victory. Who could possibly stand up and forbid this conqueror from taking whatever it wants? No one. It seems like the case is closed. It's hopeless.
But just when all hope seems lost, when Shakespeare has systematically proven that nothing, not nature, not human engineering, can possibly survive, he pivots one last time. From the absolute depths of despair, he presents this shocking, almost unbelievable solution. He's laid out all the evidence, right? Stone, steel, The sea, beauty itself, everything crumbles. There is absolutely no hope.
Unless. That one little word changes everything. It's this dramatic turn that just hangs in the air, making you wonder, what on earth could possibly have the power to succeed where rocks and oceans have failed?
And here it is, the answer, oh none, unless this miracle have might, that in black ink my love may still shine bright. After all that epic struggle, all that cosmic violence, the miracle isn't a god, it isn't a force of nature. It's something so simple, so humble, it's a poem, preserved in black ink.
And this is the ultimate triumph. The solution doesn't come from on high. It comes from us, from human ingenuity, from art. It's the power of a creative person to capture something fleeting and make it eternal.
And this brings us right back to that incredible reversal of the code. The very things we thought were strong, steel, stone, are revealed to be weak. And the thing we might have dismissed as totally fragile, a little drop of black ink on a piece of paper, is revealed to be the most powerful, most permanent thing of all. It's what allows beauty to shine bright forever.
So, this leaves us with a pretty fascinating thought. I mean, here we are, 400 years later, talking about this very poem. In a way, Shakespeare proved his own point. He won. Which really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Can art actually grant a form of immortality? Can a poem truly defeat death? Shakespeare sure seemed to think so.